Hello friends, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the today's lecture that is on NABARD model bankable projects. So if my voice is audible and if the screen is visible, can you guys please give me a thumbs up? Good afternoon, Deepthi. So if everything is okay, then I shall start with the session. Kindly give me a thumbs up sign or an okay message. Okay, thank you, Deepthi. At least one of you have responded. Okay, next. Thank you, Ujjwal. Chalo. Then we'll start with the session. So, friends, once again, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to today's lecture, which is on NABARD model bankable projects. And today we'll be doing few important questions or few questions related to these projects which are provided by NABARD. So based on that, few questions have been asked since the last few years. It has been observed that questions were asked from these reports in both NABARD grade A and B, ARD as well as AFO as well. So we'll be doing few important questions on few of these projects. There are so many projects released by NABARD and we shall be doing few of them. So before starting with the session, guys, I request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel in case you are new here, so that you can get the daily videos which will be helpful for preparation of both NABARD grade A and B, ARD as well as AFO, IBPS AFO, and also for various other relevant competitive examinations. And here friends, I also request you to join our Telegram channel so that you can get daily updates and free content for your preparation there. And we want to tell you that more about EduTap Hall of Fame, wherein EduTap has been delivering highest selections in India consistently since so many years in various exams like NABARD, AFO, RBI Gr B, SEBI Grade A, etc. See, in case you want to know more about the strategies that are being followed by various toppers, you can always find the interviews of these toppers where they have discussed more about the strategies, of which few of those strategies which are more applicable to you can follow them in planning for your preparation as well. So here are courses. We are offering courses in RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A, NABARD Grade B, SEBI Grade A, EPFO, AO or EO, and last but not least IBPS AFO as well, especially for mains, that is agriculture. And friends, if you want to know more about the courses and the features of the courses, please drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in, or you can even call us at 8146207241 and you can clarify whatever doubts you have. Also, kindly note that whatever the links related to demo courses or the payment links, they're all provided in the description box. So I have taken more of your time. We'll start with the session. Good afternoon, Atharva. So this is the first question in our session. This has been taken from mushroom NABARD model bankable project on mushroom cultivation. And the question says, which of the following is the most popular medicinal mushroom? This is most famous in China and very after so much tedious process they are grown, that too for medicinal purposes only, and one of the costliest mushrooms as well. So can I friends, can I expect an answer from you here on this question? Anyone? So I think I'll tell you the answer. Here the correct answer is Ganoderma. This is one of the medicinal species of mushroom that is grown in China especially, and it is cultivated on hardwood logs, sawdust or wood chips very delicately they need to be grown. And along with these, auricularia, flammulina, lentinula and gryphola are also other various medicinal mushrooms that can be grown. This Ganoderma mushroom is also known as reishi or lingzi. See, as you can see, this is a photograph of that Ganoderma. It is red varnished, kidney shaped cap and peripherally inserted stem. As you can see, on one side of the generally mushrooms, the stalk would be in center, the stem, but here it is on one side of the periphery, on one side. And this is generally used in traditional Chinese medicine. Very tedious process to grow them, because they grow on hardwood logs, base and stumps of deciduous trees, especially that of maple only. And this is supposed to boost the immune system and help to reduce fatigue and depression, and for that this is used as a medicine. Okay, this is about the first question. Let's go to next question, which says how many colonies of Indian bees are sufficient for 1 hectare area. See, in the last week we have done beneficial insects, and this question is from one of the NABARD model bankable projects on apiary. And see, in bees they are also cultivated for cross pollination, for various cross pollinated crops. So here the question is how many colonies of Indian bees, especially we have some 4 to 5 species of Indian bees which we have already discussed, and of which Indian bees are sufficient for 1 hectare area. The foraging they can do for 1 hectare area, this many colonies are sufficient. So friends, can I expect an answer? Anyone? Deepti, Ujjwal, Vijay, Adharv, Santosh? Anyone? No? Okay, let me give you the answer. Here at least 5 colonies of Indian bee are sufficient for 1 hectare area. And as you can see here, it is recommended to place hives very near the field to save bees energy and migrate colonies near the field at 10% flowering. When there is 10% of the whole that field it has flowering, 10% of it has flowered, then shift the bees there. And then it is also recommended to place colonies at 3 per hectare for Italian bee and 5 per hectare for Indian bees. So for Indian bees it's 5, and for Italian bees it's 3. And Italian, or they are also called as European bees. And the colony should have at least 5 to 6 frame strength of bees with sealed brood and young mated queen, so that it can start laying eggs. And it should allow sufficient space for pollen and honey storage as well, so that the frame should be in such a way that it should have proper sufficient space for pollen storage as well. So this is about a question on honeybees from NABARD model bankable project on apiary. So next question, this is on layers. This is poultry, again from NABARD model bankable project. What should be the floor space per bird in layer shed, that is cage system? Layers. Anyone? Deepti, Ujjwal, Vijay, Adharv, Santosh, Om Chaudhary. Anyone? See, if you answer and if we start discussing, then it would be easy for you also to remember the answers. See, I know few of you might be from agriculture background. For them it would be very easy. See, even without answering, even without discussing also, you can remember. But those who are non-agriculture student, I request you to participate more, because even if you answer it wrong, if the discussion continues, it would be easy for you to remember. Once it is discussed, you need not again visit that question or that topic again. It's not in my interest. My interest also is there, because it would be interesting session. For you it would be good for your exam. So okay, Om Chaudhary is saying 1.5 square feet, Praful 1, Shailja 0.5, but as per NABARD model bankable project report, it is 0.85 square feet, and if it is brooder cum grower house, that is in deep litter system, then it would be 1 square feet per bird. And layers we all know, 18 weeks, 18 to 20 weeks as per the breed, it starts laying eggs till it reaches 72 weeks. So almost for an year it lays the eggs. And the direction of poultry house should always be east west for proper ventilation, aeration, etc., and for proper sunlight over the birds also, because lack of sunlight and lack of proper ventilation and aeration will also lead to various diseases, which we have discussed in our course. So this is about poultry birds and the spacing that is required. So we'll move on to the next question, which again is on poultry only, but this is a report on backyard chicken, backyard rearing of poultry chicken. For that, the varieties, breeds would always be different for layers, for broilers, as well as backyard rearing also, the breeds would be different. Here, which of the following are the strains of low input technology chicken that can be used in backyard rearing? Yes, Ajay. All the best, Ajay. Shailaja is saying 5. Okay, all the above. Kalinga, Brown, Kaveri, Chabro, Chan. Yes, Shailaja, you are right. Can you tell me from where, which institute has released these? Yes, Om, you are right. Which institute has released all these, strains of birds or the breeds of birds? Any idea? Okay, I'll tell you. See, these are all the varieties or strains of low input technology birds developed by Central Poultry Development Organization. These are the organizations that are located in 4 regions. One is in Chandigarh, one is in Bhubaneswar, one is in Mumbai, and the other is in Bengaluru, and they solely work to develop improved breeds of birds, especially for backyard poultry, which can backyard poultry is nothing but raising the or rearing the chicken in your doorstep, at farmer's doorstep by the farmer. And these are generally desi or indigenous birds, which are generally reared in natural environment. And what are the various advantages of backyard poultry farming? One, very small size, the farmer can start with very less initial capital investment. Low feed cost, because whatever the farm waste, kitchen waste, anything is there that can be fed to the chicken. Quality of chicken is better as they are raised in stress free environment, and because of less stress. And here they can be sold in the local market, avoiding all those marketing or transportation charges and everything. And resistant to disease also more because of their hardy nature of our desi or indigenous birds. Source of supplementary income to the farmer without much energy input. And due to low maintenance and also acceptability among the landless laborers or marginal farmers and women members, even self-help group people, they are taking up this backyard poultry farming these days. So this is about poultry farming. Next comes is, this is from NABARD model bankable project report on goat farming. And here the question says, what should be the feeding ratio of concentrates, dry fodder and green fodder, dry fodder and green fodder for stall fed goat? Stall fed, they are raised in stalls rather than in open area, you can say shed. Generally the goat reared in sheds, it's called stall, there is called stalls where they stay. So Om Chaudhary is saying 2. Okay, concentrates, dry fodder and green fodder should be in the ratio of 1:1:1. Yes, Om. Others, anyone else? Ajay, Shailja, Santosh, Adarv, Vijay, Deepti, anyone? Shailja, okay, you are saying 1:1:2, okay. So let's see who is correct. Deepti is also saying 1:1:2. Okay, we'll see who is correct here. Om, you are right. Yes, it is 1:1:1. And here adult dry goat browse, normally they get enough nutrient from range. However, what are seasonal variations, nutrient availability, based on all that it would be there. Supplementary feeding either through green fodder or concentrate mixture may be provided depending upon the environment and the system of rearing. And here goat relish, leguminous fodder, these all or type of feed that they go. But yes, generally the balanced diet for stall fed goat normally contains concentrate, dry fodder plus green fodder in the ratio of 1:1:1. So here again, to make the cost of rearing those goats lesser, it is advisable for the farmers to use cheap ingredients like agroforest byproducts, organic waste, etc., which while formulating concentrate mixture. So along with concentrated mixture, the farmer can give the agroforest byproducts, etc., rather than going directly buying and feeding the goats, so as to reduce the cost of rearing the goats. So this one was on goats. So next question, this is on solar pumps, and the discharge of a solar pump with array area of 2 to 4 meter varies between the amount of water that it can discharge at a head of 15 to 50 meters. So here array area is nothing but the solar panels, what the area that is exposed, the panels area, that is 2 to 4 meters. So with that, how much amount of water can be discharged at a head of especially 15 to 50 meters? Anyone on this? Deepti, Shailaja, Om, Ajay, again who else is there? Santosh, Adharv, Vijay, Ujjwal, anyone? This is from that solar pumps project. Try, even if you are wrong, we shall discuss the answer, then you will be able to understand what is the correct answer. Om is skipping. I was expecting an answer from you, Om. I have been getting consistently correct answers from you. Okay, Shailaja. So let's see the answer. It's 6 to 8 liters. So these kind of questions will be asked, especially in AFO. Yes, in NABARD also they can ask in mains exam, where a level of the quality of questions would be a little bit higher. So yes, it is 6 to 8 liters, and this could irrigate about 1.5 to 4 hectares of land with crop having moderate irrigation requirement. And the power developed by solar arrays of this much meters, they provide 80 to 120 watts per square meter of the panel. So with this you can understand how much energy or power it generates, and that is utilized for 1.4 to 4 hectares of land. So this is done. We'll move on to the next question. This is on post harvest technology, food processing, and the question says the fruits and vegetables are immersed in dash % of brine solution, that is salt solution, leading to lactic acid fermentation. So lactic acid is one of the important component in in preserving the fruits and vegetables. And here what is that % of brine solution that is apt for development of this lactic acid fermentation for preserving the fruits and vegetables? Anyone? This is from food processing model, bankable project on food processing. And these days government is talking a lot about food processing, so that wastage, post harvest wastage can be reduced, so that the farmer can process, and the shelf life can be increased. Om is saying it's 2, Shailaja she is saying it's 12 to 15. Okay, let's see, anyone else? Okay, let's see the answer. It's 5 to 10%. See, 5 to 10% salt solution, that is brine solution, it leads to lactic acid fermentation, and salt prevents, along with that, it also prevents undesirable organisms at it prevents the growth of undesirable organisms and allows the lactic bacteria to grow. And this lactic acid bacteria, it performs a very essential in the preservation and production of wholesome foods. And in the natural sugars that are present in fruits and vegetables, they are converted to lactic acid at 25 degrees centigrade. And the fermentation process, it takes place for a few weeks, and then the finished product, it has about 1% acidity. So this is on food processing. Let's move on to the next question, which says, this again is from this NABARD model bankable project on goat farming, and it says the feed consumption of adult goat per day is how many kgs? Similar question was asked in NABARD exam. I don't exactly remember the year. They asked about the feed consumption for cow or buffalo. One of that they have asked. Similar question it was. So feed consumption. How many kgs of feed is consumed by either cow or buffalo? I don't exactly remember, but on similar lines. So yes, friends, Shailaja, Deepti, Om, anyone? Praful, Ajay, Atharv, Vijay. No answers? Even if it's wrong, just answer. Okay, since I'm not getting any answers from you guys, I'm providing you with the answer. It's 0.3 kg. And as you can see, for adult goat, it's 0.3 kg. But if it's a kid, then it is 0.1 kg only. So next question, it is on fisheries. One of you were asking about to take one more lecture on fisheries. We'll plan one after A4 prelims exam. Okay, let's get back to the question. Which of the following pairs is or are correct? Katla is omnivorous, it can eat anything. Rohu is detritivorous. Detritivorous is something that feeds on decomposing plants and animals. Mrigal, zooplankton eater, feeding on zooplanktons. So friends, answers. Ujjwal, Vijay, Adharv, Santosh, Om, Deepti, Shailaja. Anyone? Now when you don't answer, I always doubt my internet connectivity, Anyone? None. Yeah, at least one. Yes, Om, you are right. It is none of the above. All these are, incorrect. As you can see, these are the major species of carps that are reared in India. One is Indian carps, which include Katla, Rohu and Mrigal, and exotic carps, which include silver carp, grass carp and common carp. And you can expect that if fisheries is there, at least this is very important. Katla, it's the feeding habit. Here this is the feeding zone also, I have provided. Katla, zooplankton eater. Rohu, omnivorous. Mrigal, it's detritivorous. Again, Katla is surface feeder, omnivorous, Rohu is column feeder, and Mrigal is bottom feeder. See, because of this feasibility, because of their differential feeding habits and differential feeding zones, composite fish culture is possible. And based on that, I think in one of my classes we have already discussed what might be the composition that is generally, that is followed in India especially. That also we have discussed in one of the classes or course, I don't exactly remember. Yes, Shailja, I'll come to your question. Exotic carps, silver carp, again phytoplankton eaters, surface feeder, grass carp, it's herbivorous, and but it is surface, column, marginal areas, wherever it's that it can feed in those areas. Common carp, again it's detritivorous or omnivorous, it's again is bottom feeder. So these are the various feeding habits and feeding zones of various carps especially. And carp culture, more than I think 60 to 70% of Indian fish, Indian or what you'll say, fisheries culture, that has carps only. It consists of carps. Okay, so Shailaja, you're asking, please tell how to retain the data in syllabus. See, Shailaja, for this I suggest you to give as many mock tests as possible. See, that's the only way to retain data. If you go on reading the data, again it would be very difficult for you retain. Go for some static portion, then do some data part, then go for again static, then do it simultaneously, so that our brain is also, it has some it can grasp something and it can retain. So just give it a shot for some time and then go for some static syllabus. It would be easy for you to remember. And also give as many mock tests as possible. And see, in our course also, most of the data, whatever the data or whatever these kind of content is provided in the form of tables. This will make your work very easy retaining. Hope I was able to answer your query satisfactorily. So let's move on to our last question in this session. Which of the following is or are the important characteristics of ideal fodder crop? This is from the model bankable project on fodder crops. So friends, answers. Anyone? Praful, Om, Shailja, Deepti. See, this is agriculture, sometimes even I get bored. So the only way to get out of that boredom is get involved in the session. Okay, Om Chaudhary is saying all of the above. Yes, Om. Yes, Deepti, you're also right here. Om is also right. Yes, early maturing varieties, easily palatable by the animals, nutritious, it should be nutritious, not injurious at the stage when it is fed to animal. This is also very important. So yes, all of these are the ideal, characteristics of ideal fodder crops. Along with that, quick regrowth and short duration, profuse foliage and heavy yield of fodders, should have high palatability and nutritive value, should be adaptable to various agroclimatic conditions and different soils. Capacity to retoon also it should be there, so that continuous supply of fodder would be there, and resistant to diseases and pests, and also it should be safe to feed at any stage of its growth without any effect, negative effect on animal health and growth. So with this we are done with this session, but don't go away. I have one homework question as well for you guys. So in the last session I had asked you a question on where is the Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums. Earlier it was known as Indian Lac Research Institute. It is headquartered at. Anyone? Very easy question. Earlier it was ILRI. So now it is called as Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums. Anyone? Om, Shailaja, Deepti. Om, I didn't get, pardon, but I didn't get your question. Sectional test details are not given there. I mean, which subject questions are there in that particular section? Okay, it must have been given as section test 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth and so on, right, Om? You're saying that section test titles are not provided as per the subject or as per the chapter name. Okay, meanwhile, I'll get back to this question. Yes, all of you are right. Om, Shailja, Deepti. Yes, you are right. It's Namkum. It's a place in Ranchi, in Jharkhand, India. Yes, Om. Okay, this we can take up. This we can take up. Okay, I'll get that. Yes, it would be easy for you to, give the test. Yes, right. I understand it completely, and it's also doable also. I'll get that done. No problem. Thank you, Om, for bringing this to our notice, at least your problem. Okay, Shailaja, ma'am, please also make video on important agriculture schemes. I think, okay. Shailaja, this I shall take it up with the current affairs team. Sure. This is also doable. We shall plan one session on that, especially agriculture schemes. And I think we are already taking up schemes. Yes, we'll do that. Sure. You're welcome, Om. Shailaja, that's doable. We'll do that. So let's get back to our session. Homework question: when is World Soil Day celebrated? Please don't give the answers now. We shall discuss this in the next class, so that at least for that discussion you'll come to the class. Okay, so guys or friends, this is for today's lecture, and any questions or any queries, any feedback, any suggestions, anything related to the session, it's welcome. I'm waiting for your feedback or suggestions or anything, queries, doubts. So shall I call it a day? Shall I close the session now? No doubts, no queries, no suggestions. Okay, thank you very much guys for your patient listening, and if you have any queries, any suggestions, yeah, budget related to agriculture. Okay, last year only it was already taken up in one of our classes. I shall see that. If it is there, we can revise that. Otherwise, we can plan for some session on current affairs of agriculture, especially. Not that, two sessions I think are necessary. One for agriculture ARD schemes, agriculture and rural development skills, because both are important for AFO as well as NABARD exam, and other current affairs related, especially budget, ESI, etc. That is Economic Survey of India, etc. We'll plan two sessions for current affairs especially. Okay. So okay, we shall do that. Friends, we shall plan at least two sessions on current affairs. especially for AFO. We shall plan that. So once again, thank you very much. Okay, Shailaja. Sure. Done. Main strategy. I think I've already taken up some 3 month strategy. I have taken. Okay, we shall plan for some 1 month strategy for mains, because I will have exactly 1 month after prelims for mains. So like this, if you suggest or if you talk or you tell, only then I'll be able to understand what is, sometimes even I forget few important things here. So if you come up with these suggestions and everything, we can plan. If it's doable, definitely we'll do it. If it's not doable, I'll definitely tell you that, okay, sorry guys, this is not doable from my end. So please keep coming up with new suggestions, and whatever doubts or anything, whatever that comes up to your mind, especially for exam preparation, we always try to fulfill that. So friends, I'm calling it a day. Thank you very much. And if you have any queries or any doubts, any suggestions, you can always write to us, hello@edutap.co.in, because sometimes if you comment here, I tend to miss those queries. So thank you very much. So we'll meet in the next session, next Thursday. Till then, all the best, because meanwhile you will be having your exam, I think. Okay, all the best. Bye.